welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Buccos look for their 7th straight victory next. Trevor Williams will be on the mound for the Buccos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched well his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Billy Hamilton.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Polanco. And that's the first out of the inning. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. This guy had over 50 stolen bases last year. Every time he's on, you've got to watch him. He takes the pitcher's attention away from concentrating on the hitter, and that alone can be a weapon. We'll see if he causes some havoc in this one.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Phil Gosselin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate, Joey Votto. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Dickerson on the move. 2 down. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First offering on its way. Here's a fastball chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Line towards center field. Marte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Anthony DeSclafani will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour. Big sweeping breaking ball and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know For a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little blooper to center. Goslin onto the grass. He's there and records the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Hit in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, center fielder.
Here's Starling Marte. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. Suarez comes up with it on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He's a 375 hitter. He's taken him deep once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number one.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. No score here as we play inning number 2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
In now, Adam Duvall. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He's 2 for 3. Duvall leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. The 1-1. Yanked hard but foul to the right. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Reds leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter. Corey Dickerson comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Dickerson.
The pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Jeanette moving to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on deck. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Pulled toward right center field. Hamilton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Gregory Polanco. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Jeanette is there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So here's the Reds pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Little dribbler down the line. Freeze moving to his right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter, number 6, center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Polanco has a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Phil Gosselin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Phil Gosselin. He singled his last time up. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Gosselin A native Pennsylvanian, he was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds are down and ordered. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's David Freese to stand in. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Batting 8, catcher, Ryan.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Lavarnway. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Schebler has a read on it. 2 gone. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Trevor Williams. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Goslin has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. In is Joey Votto now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12 to 10 and 9 to 8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Set to deal on 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Payoff pitch one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. Harrison has it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Riding in once again, Eugenio Suarez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. The bouncer to the left side. Frazier ranges to his left. And that's the second out.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Scooter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Scooter Gennett. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Up next for the Buccos, Josh Harrison back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch on its way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And that one is gone. Solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
First hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Pulled toward right center field. Schebler moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Ready for another chance? Starling Marte. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Set. Here's the 0-1. Marte off for second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hamilton going back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the throw coming quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 0-2 delivery. This is skied into short left center. Duvall comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Digging in to try it again. Gregory Polanco. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We're through 4. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. In now for the Reds, Scott Schebler. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Fouled off. Popped him up. Lavarnway waits on it. 1 out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Polanco. 2 gone. Standing in, Tucker Barnhart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pirates on top, 1-0. Here's David Freese to stand in.
Third baseman, David Freese.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan.
Now to the plate, Ryan Lavarnway. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Schebler coming on. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
And
now it's the Pirates pitcher, Trevor Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Duvall giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Ready for another chance? Anthony DeSclafani to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Clears this one over toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Pulled hard, but it's fouled down the first base side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Frazier takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Phil Gosselin.
Striding in once again, Phil Gosselin. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Hit in the air down the left field line. After it is Dickerson. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Reds are down in order. It remains 1-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Josh Harrison. He'll lead things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 2, he's flown out twice. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Barnhart is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Starling Marte. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball into straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they're up 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. In is Joey Votto now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
the leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Ready for another shot now, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch. Right over the middle, knee high.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
Now the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Scooped up. There's Harrison for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Reds go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Here comes the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hamilton will wait on it, and very quickly 1 gone.
First baseman number 55.
Josh Bell the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Shebler. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Gregory Polanco. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First offering on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Hamilton going back at the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You'll see right there that this is a shot to right center, and the fielder can't cut it off. He was turning those legs on the base paths, making it to third with a triple.
Stepping in now, David Freese. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Shebler is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Ready now for Cincinnati. Scott Shebler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Dickerson's there. 1 away.
The batter, left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Duvall. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 to count now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. The swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Now batting.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Guillermo Vasquez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 71, Guillermo Vasquez.
In there for strike 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Dickerson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Digging in once again, Ryan Lavarnway. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Catcher, Ryan Lavarnway.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Schebler going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Jordy Mercer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Jordy Mercer.
pulled high in the air out to left field. Duvall on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Josh Harrison. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch pulled high in the air out to right field. Schebler moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Mlb Rivero takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
73, Mlb Rivero.
Billy Hamilton will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. So stepping in, Phil Gosselin. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Cold strike on the change. 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
Well, you know what? You hear it all the time that the game, baseball, is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. In prior matchups with Mlb Rivero, he's 0 for 5. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there. 2 gone. Ready once again, Eugenio Suarez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First delivery to him on the way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The Reds down to their last strike. Is off at first with 2 away. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 to final. The Pirates took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Trevor Williams earns the win, his second. Anthony DeSclafani settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Felipe Rivero hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center station. 33X West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan Station. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.